Hello and welcome to Always Tell Me the Odds, a Star Wars Unlimited podcast. My name is Magnus, and with me today is Marcus. Hello, Marcus.
Hello, hello. Here again.
Long time, uh, or maybe not long time no see because we see each other a lot, but
Yep.
it was a while since we recorded a podcast.
It was a while since we were sitting here with mics and doing podcasts.
Yeah,
I've,
it was a while.
I've been missing it a little bit, I have to say.
Yes,
I missed
yes.
every week recording, but I also feel like life-wise it is better to do it this way.
Yeah. It's better. And this time, unfortunately, life came in the
Yeah.
way, so it's been a couple of weeks
Yeah.
since we recorded. But now we're back, and we're excited to talk about
Yes.
Star Wars Unlimited.
Mhm.
So,
we need to
what
have
have
a catch up.
you what have you been doing the last like 4 weeks?
Yeah, there's been a lot
I
of
mean-
things happening for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I don't know where to start. Should we start with the biggest competition we were playing? Maybe.
Yeah,
That
we can do
was
that.
a week ago. I think it was. Yeah, last
Like,
weekend. We
Not,
played.
yeah, not yesterday.
Not yesterday, but
weekend,
the week before.
like the
that.
week before.
So
Yeah.
like 8-9 days ago. So we had at Spelens Hus in Malmö, we had a qualifier tournament for the Malmö Game Week that comes up in September, and was a pretty good amount of players. We were, I mean, we always wish for more, but we were a good bunch. How many were? I don't remember. 30?
29.
29.
I think we were.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a good.
Unfortunately, not 30. So
Yeah. So a bye. I didn't
Yeah.
get a bye win. That sucks. Yeah.
no,
But
I,
that was
I did not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was good. So it was Marcus who was the organizer of that, and he is also the co-organizer of the Malmö Game Week that is in Malmö, as I said, in September, and he is also the organizer of the STU tournament at Malmö Game Week.
Yeah.
So and it's always nice. He's really good at having events, and he always comes up with a really good prize pool, and he always makes everyone feel very welcome. So it's
Yeah.
and it's a great
It's-
venue to play at Spelens Hus. It's really nice. So
It is. It is.
yeah, so that was fun.
And yeah, so this was like a qualifier for the game week and last weekend in September. So the top 4 got a first round bye in the Malmö Game Week tournament.
So you can sleep in
I
a little
think
bit.
and the first place also got the ticket
A free ticket.
free, I guess. Yeah, and of course, except for those prizes, there were a lot of boosters and other stuff
Yeah.
actually.
And also raffled out a
raffles
couple of stuff.
Yeah, it's always great pricing at Marcus.
It's
tournaments.
always good.
So
Anyway, it
that's
was
something.
like
Yeah.
last year on Malmö Game Week, the prize pool there was insane. It was worth like, what was it, 10,000 euros or something like that? It was
Yeah, I think it's the
crazy.
same this year. It's
It's wild. He always comes up
above
with this.
10k euros.
Yeah. So I really hope because Malmö Game Week have been 2 years in a row. That those are the 2 biggest tournaments in the Nordics so far, and so this year we hope to get over 100 players because we were like 90 something last year, if I remember it right. Hold on.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think it was something like that. But so we hope it will grow even more. But so it's nice also with the qualifiers because we have had that before also, and it's nice. There's some Danes coming over and some people coming from a little bit north coming down, and so it's a good get together. And Matthias was the head judge as usual. I was about to say, so it was really nice. He's a really nice person.
Yeah, he's
and,
great.
And he's I really appreciate that he takes on all these tournaments that are around in Sweden at least.
Definitely.
So
And so the event went super smoothly, no problems, everything was working fine.
no problems.
And our friends over at the Nordic Takedown did stream the whole tournament. So if you want to watch some games, go check their YouTube out. You should also, of course, check their podcast out.
For sure.
But and I mean, spoilers, but both you and me did play on stream.
We did.
This time. If you want to see,
you don't have to watch that.
And actually, we did face head up.
We face each other
this tournament. So if you want to see me and Marcus play against each other, you can check that out.
That was horrible.
Yeah, I mean,
I did you a favor and ended your curse on losing on stream.
Yeah, I mean, I think we could do a quick run through of our tournaments. I could just like say I'm not gonna go too deep into it. If you really want to listen even more about my run and my deck, I got invited and I joined the Nordic Takedown on their latest podcast last week, or the podcast last week, and we talked a lot about the tournament. And I talked a lot about my deck and how it went. So if you want to hear more about that, so go check that out.
I listened to it. It's well worth listening to. It was a good one. Yeah.
Oh, nice. So you should start, I think.
Should I start? I'm desperately looking here now where because I don't remember. So I'm trying to find.
Oh yeah, what you faced. Yeah, you can always go to the melee.
That's
page.
What I'm looking for. It's like, but I can't find the tournament.
Okay.
There we have it. Okay, so now I found it.
Should be under your your tournaments, and you can.
But Melee needs to find a UX designer because it is insanely hard to find something.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's because it's supposed to work for every card game and every so it's it's too open sometimes.
Yeah.
But anyways, did you find it?
I have it.
Yeah, good. So then just go for it.
Okay, I found it.
Go to Yeah, great. We found it.
Yeah. We had to cut a little bit there because it was really hard to find. But so we had the tournament was 5 Swiss rounds and then a top 8 after that. So I won't go too deep into it, but I didn't know what deck I wanted to bring, so I went back to my roots and I got myself a Ray deck. So it's the Ray from Legends of the Force. So Ray Nobody, she's called Red Heroes one, and I played that with a Cunning base, so red yellow, and I played it like 60 games or something the 2 days before the tournament, and it actually performed very well, way better than I expected it to. But then we came to the tournament and it didn't go very well. But I started out with facing Obi-Wan Kenobi on Virgin's Temple in the first game, and I have to say that I lost 2-0, but it was fairly close. At least the first game was very close, but he drew exactly what he needed, and I did not draw at all what I needed. So then it's really hard. But I gave him a good match. And then my second game was against a Vader, which was you who piloted that deck.
Yeah.
So it's the new Vader, not
even though we both even though we both lost our first game, we did get to play on stream the second game because the guys thought it was kind of funny that you and me had to play each other.
Yeah.
So and we had very not super meta decks, you'd say.
Yeah. Pretty.
So it was a fun thing. Yeah. So we did.
We played
go up on stream and play.
Yeah. Unfortunately, my deck didn't work at all in that match. I didn't do at all what I needed.
Yeah, you had a really bad both games. I did win 2-0 because you did your deck didn't get started at all.
No.
You That was a bit unfortunate.
Yeah.
You didn't get to show people what the deck can do,
because it can do a lot of fun stuff actually. And so in the third game, I met local, also called Marcus, with Luke Skywalker, Data Vault, so the pilot Luke. And I lost that one too. It was very close, all of them. I think I had both games. I was one action from winning. And then in the fourth game, I met a Danish guy on Aura Singh. So that was a very long grind, but it was the same there. I was like 1 or 2 actions from winning both games. So that was, so I had 4 losses there. And in the last game, I was up against Makan or Marcus, who was the organizer of the tournament. And he was also playing a Luke Skywalker with Data Vault, but I actually won that 2-0. So so it was a lot of losing that day, but I had a lot of fun because the Ray deck is a lot of fun to play. And I think one of the most fun things is that every opponent I have need to read on the leader at least 2 times during the game because they don't understand what she does. And also they have no clue what's in my deck. So whatever I play, they are like, what is happening now? How is that? What is that card? I never seen that card. Yeah. So it's a lot of fun to play. And also she's a late flip. She deploys at 7, so that's quite late. But it is really nice when she comes out because she's a 6/8, so she's pretty big. And on the same turn, you can play the new Luke Skywalker, and together they do like 15 damage or something. So if I get to the deploy turn, which I most often do, there will be a lot of serious damage dealt. So.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, but I had a good
time.
I
mean, I guess people always ask you if you when you use the Ray ability, everyone thinks you need the Force, right?
Yeah.
So that's always.
But
you don't
have
the Force.
I don't need that. It's like,
and then need to read the card again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it was the same thing when I played a PQ in Odyssey. I might have mentioned this before, but I remember especially one guy sat down and he was like, "Oh, you're playing Ray?" I was like, "Yeah, I am." It's like, "Oh, cool. I played against that." And I was like, "No, not that Ray." And he was like, "What?" I need to read the card. It's like, "Oh, what? I never seen that one. What is that? A leader?" I was like, "Yeah." So that's it's fun.
Yeah, but that's always fun to have something that not everyone's playing.
Yeah.
I mean, both you and me like to play off meta decks.
Yeah, a little bit underdogs. I really enjoy that. I get super tired of the game when it's too much of the same, like it was when Han 2 was dominating everywhere. It's like, I don't enjoy the game. You sit down and you want to have a good game and it's always the same thing. And it's like, I don't like that. But you just need to grind that through and wait until the next set is coming or something.
Yeah.
But I had a good day. So I mean, it not winning wise, but I won a raffle. I won one of those deck boxes in plastic with R2D2 on there. So now I have 2 of them because I got one also in the press kit. But they are really nice. So yeah. And you did better than me.
Yeah, I did have a good run actually, and so I started out. So I did play the new Vader, so Vader 7.
Yeah.
With Cunning base, so red and yellow. Very fun deck to play. Try it out if you like that kind of a deck. It's I really like it. I really enjoy playing it. I haven't made it from scratch. I've taken like looked at other decks that's similar, and then I made my own version of it.
Yeah,
I think so. But so I started out with a loss against a Maul with blue Force base.
Yep.
Very tight games. I lost it 2-1. A great player from Denmark. He played it very well. In his defense, he hadn't played the matchup before, and I hadn't done it either. So none of us really knew exactly how we should play that game. But he played it very well, and after 2 like the very very tight games. But unfortunately I lost.
Yeah.
And
Hard
then
start.
you and me faced on stream. You helped me get over my like extreme curse. I've had an unfortunate like set of losses on stream for the last few tournaments.
Yep.
So I got to turn that around at least.
It was my first
was nice.
stream, so it was a good start.
Yeah.
I'm so sad it didn't work out though. I really wanted to show that she is a good leader. She can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, sorry.
That's okay. It's okay. So yeah, and then I did face a Luke green base, not Data Vault, just a 30 base.
That's special.
My deck is, I feel kind of good into that matchup. I did win it 2-0. Was quite okay.
Yeah.
Then I faced an Obi-Wan Virgin's Temple.
Same.
This is a tougher matchup for me usually, but he didn't have like he had some weird draws. He in his main deck, so in the first game he had a lot against space because he thought there would be like a lot of space decks. And so that game I won quite easily, I'd say. But then when even though he sided in like a ton of sentinels and such, he didn't really draw the cards he needed. So I did take down the second games quite easy as well. So that was kind of a weird, not how I usually would say the matchup goes.
Yeah.
So that was a weird
one. The same player I started with. He was a good player.
Yeah. So then, because of the 5 round Swiss and like top 8, and we were 29. If we were like 33 players, just 4 more players, I think we would have had to do 6 rounds. So then everyone comes into this like, should we take an intentional draw in the last game? Are we safe for the top 8, or is 3-1-1 enough, and all of that? Like, so it ended up that like the top 6 players did take an intentional draw. But me and a Danish guy who played Lando Data Vault, I actually did think I would be okay taking a draw in that game. So I asked him if he wanted to or not. He was a bit unsure, and he thought he might have to play. So he said he'd rather play, and that's no problem for me. We're there to play the game. So of course we play the game. So we got to again play on stream for me. So Lando Data Vault, also 3 very, very tight games. But I did manage to win in the end. Very fun games because they were so intense, and you really didn't know how it was gonna go until like
those are the best ones.
Yeah, they were very, very nice. I would recommend watching them on stream. It's really fun.
I haven't seen that.
I don't know if you've seen, but he actually did an unfortunate mistake in the first game we played, where he went on like the Lando flip turn. I think he had like 2 or 3 credits, I'm not sure. But he played, before he flipped Lando, he played the Mandalorian. So think he had to, it doesn't matter how many he had, but he had to use all of his credits to play the Mandalorian.
Oh, so he couldn't.
But he missed. So he missed to remove one of the credits. I really don't think it was intentional at all. It was just a mistake, or miscount, or just like he had probably thought had it mapped up in his head how he should play the game, and but so he then after that he flipped the Lando, and he got his 3 more credits that he shouldn't have had gotten. So fortunately for me, I did win the first game, so that didn't affect the match at all. So that was good, because
but it happens.
I mean, especially when it's on stream, because when you watch that back, if I'd lose that match, it would have felt really bad, of course, because that's an enormous it would have been helped him a lot if he won that match,
for sure.
Huge. So but it didn't matter, and
and so
you won. That was good.
So
yeah, I won the match as well.
but
And
it happens. Mistakes happens. It's unfortunate. So, but it was good that you won the game, though.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's so unfortunate when it happens on stream
Yeah,
because
of course.
you can.
Everybody sees.
I mean, if it happens in a normal game, it probably happens sometimes in normal games
For sure.
but you don't know. You don't know what happened. But it's worse when you can go back and watch it. If I've lost the game, I would have probably had that would have been a feels bad. Like
of course.
If I'd lost that
and also people are seeing it and they're like. Some people might judge it, and it's hard to do on stream, of course. But
it's very unfortunate when that happens.
But it is a game. We need to.
It is,
and we are humans, and we do mistakes for sure.
And I mean, this was a very tense match, and it was super tight. So we were both like kind of nervous, and like it was very fun to play, but
that's
not that easy.
Those matches are the best for sure.
Yeah.
And also, I mean,
so that was fun.
I just want to say this: that it was a mistake. It happens. I have full. I am fully okay with that because it is a game. So, but if there is a person who do it systematically and do it on purpose, I have zero tolerance for that because cheating is no fun at all. It doesn't have to anything to do in a game because we do it because it's fun. So I really hate that. But mistakes happen, and I'm fine with that.
I do think that it's very rare that people actually try to cheat in this game. It's a very good
the community is
so
fantastic.
I'm not afraid of that. I don't think that happens very often, so that's fortunate.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So I went 4-1.
That was really good.
Yeah, and because like the rest of the top took an ID, I got second in Swiss after I'm So Humble from Adam from the Nordic Takedown. I think he was 4-0 before the last game where he took the intentional draw, so that's why he got the number one spot, and then I was second in Swiss, so that's always good.
Yeah,
because that
really
means
good.
in the top 8. Yeah, it means in the top 8. If you are the higher seed, you get to choose who gets initiative in first game. So that's kind of important in many matches.
Yeah,
and
nice.
In my top 8 game, I got to face again on stream.
3 times on stream.
Virgin's Temple. Yeah, OB Virgin's Temple.
Yeah. With our good friend,
our honorary good friend Andy Ponkas. He is a great player. He did take and he did get to win this game 2-1. I won the first match, but then he took the second too. It's a tough matchup for Vader when I mean it's hard to explain, but it's a tough matchup, but it's not unwinnable. So
they can go
he played it well. He played it well. I did probably make a few mistakes. Unfortunately, I had to end up at the top 8 and not move on there.
Yeah, but that's good still. You ended up 5th place.
Still, very good. I'm super happy.
Yeah, you should be. Yeah. And also, I watched. I was sitting beside you in the first game, watching you play. It was a really fun match. I really encourage people to go watch that stream back because I really enjoyed watching you and Andy playing that. It was a lot of fun, for sure. But that's good. 5th place is really good.
It's I'm very happy about that. So the top 8 was 3 Shui, 1 Obi-Wan, 1 Lando, and
you.
What was and me, right?
Yep.
Is that all?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
That's how it was.
So and it ended up by I'm So Humble. Adam from Nordic Takedown took it down. He took first place. He actually did win the same tournament last year as well. And it was the same 2 people in the finals.
Oh yeah, it was. That's true.
Yeah, it was. So well played from both of them.
It didn't help them last year when Emil took the game week down.
Yeah, Malmo Game Week did.
It's another story.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that was a fun thing.
Yeah, it was a a great day, and we ended up. I mean, you had to leave, but a lot of us actually went out for beer and pizza or burger nice. After, and super nice.
Yeah, I had to go climb with my daughter.
Yeah, that's a good thing as well.
It was a good thing, for sure.
Yeah.
But so then we also have. So we should say this also now, since we have been talking about the Malmö Game Week Open qualifiers. It's such a long name. But so Malmö Game Week is in the last week of September, and
last weekend of September.
Yeah, the last weekend of September, and tickets are available now. So you should go there and get your tickets. As we said last year, we were almost 100 people playing. It's a fantastic venue. With it's not only SWU, there are like Magic and Lorcana, and there will be Riftbound. There's a lot of different TCGs, but there's also like kind of like a flea market, not a flea market, but there are a lot of people selling craft stuff they have done and key rings and stuff like that. And there's a huge hall with like Pokemon cards and the trading cards and collecting cards, and then there's a very big room with board games that you can try out and miniature games. There are stores, there are food, it's a huge venue. I don't remember how many people there were visiting. Was it 5,000 during the whole weekend? Something like that?
I'm not sure, but it's a lot. Yeah, a lot of people.
3,000 or 5,000, I would say, like somewhere there between there. So it's a huge thing, and the tournament, the SWU tournament, is a lot of fun to play. I enjoy that a lot.
Yeah. And it's a 2-day event. So day 1 on Saturday, and if you don't make it to day 2 on Sunday, there will be like a best of the rest tournament and other like tournaments probably as well.
Yeah.
And everything those extra tournaments haven't been exactly planned out what's going to happen, but there will be other things to do even if you don't make it in the big tournament.
Yeah. And also I think you get last year at least we got a playmat for participants, or participants got a playmat. I don't know how it is this year, but it's, as we said before, also the prize pool is amazing. So
yeah. Come visit Malmö and play in the Malmö Game.
Yeah. Malmö Game. It's very easy to get there also. It's like you take if you are not from Sweden, you can, if you come with plane, you go to Copenhagen and then you take the train 15 minutes and then you are about 300 meters from the venue, kind of. So it's very easy to get here. If you're from Sweden, you take the train down here and it's the train stops like 300 meters from the
it's
so
just very, very easy.
It's very easy. But should we also quickly say that we also, yesterday we did something. We had a store showdown also. And there was, of course, a fun again. But I don't know if we want to run that down too much. But it didn't go very well for me either. Again.
Then you did play another deck.
I did play another deck. I played Sabe Data Vault. And that's a way better deck. I've been playing it quite a lot. I took one that I found. I think it was the one who won the PQ in Bristol. And I took that, but I have changed it quite a lot to fit my playstyle better. And it works really well. I played, 40 games on Carabast or something like that. And have like a 75% win rate. So I'm just grinding to learn that now. But so I played that on the showdown, and that was I had a lot of fun. I love playing with our locals. So and you didn't bring your Vader.
No, I wanted to try out the client instead. So I did the client with the same colors. Mm-hmm. It's a bit a lot of same cards, but plays quite different from the Vader deck.
Yep.
I had tried that out. No, we did.
Did we?
Didn't we?
Oh, the second game we did.
We did, right?
We did.
I think. Yeah, we did.
We always meet in tournaments. So. Yeah. But that was a lot of fun. And as usual, with our, how many were we? We were 10?
12.
12. And
or 12.
I think it was
12,
12.
I think. Yeah.
And as usual, there were none of us who had the same leader. Like it's always like that with our locals. I remember when we went to the PQ in Odense in Denmark. We were 10 people going over. None of us had the same leader. It's very diverse meta.
Actually, yesterday there were two Lukes. Yeah, but they didn't play the same color base. One green and one yellow. So
exactly.
So that's a very diverse meta. Yeah,
and it's a lot of fun to play because there are so many different. So
yeah, it's very fun. Yeah,
and the reigning store champion in that store took it down. Alex, he won last year, and he won last set, and he won this one too. So he's a really good player.
Congratulations to him. Very well played.
Yeah. Yes. I blame the age that I am old and getting tired, and I don't see the cards, and he's so young and can.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
So we did a 4 round of Swiss and a top 4.
Yeah.
I did manage to get to the top 4, but I lost to Alex in the top 4. So
we're sitting beside you playing. You were like, "This doesn't."
Yeah, he had a sometimes in card games you do have like the perfect draws, and he had that. When we played the last game, it was a bit silly, but that happens sometimes.
And it's also we have a joke where we say that of course, but it's Alex because he always has that hand. He always draws the right card. He is the one who have taken all the showcases from our stores. It's like he's so lucky, but he's also a really good player.
He is. He takes an advantage of it.
Yeah,
he does
for sure.
That's great.
So, but my win yesterday was that I got in the booster pack that we got for participation. I got a Liberty, so I was happy.
Yeah, that's great. That's the card to get right now, I think.
Yeah, it is for sure. So now I have my second one. That's good. So so Alex took it down first place, Emil second, and then it was you and Jogge. That was third.
So Lando, Alex was playing Lando with Vigilance base, just 30 base, and Emil was playing what's it called? Vel with the red base.
Yep.
I played the client with
red base,
and Jogge played Piet with Vigilance.
Yeah.
So
he's a
diverse bunch of players.
It was
like leaders. Yeah,
it was a lot of fun, and also a super good event. Niklas, who is in Spelgalaxen, who does that, he's very enthusiastic and he engaging a lot and asks us, and he's really. He really wants us to be there, and he's good in making those events, I think.
It was a great event.
Yeah. Also a nice venue to play in, for sure.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit what happened, or it was a lot about what happened.
Yeah. I mean,
but
we haven't done a podcast in a while, so we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, for sure. That's true. And also, but if you're looking forward a little bit, so what are we looking forward to?
We have a lot to look forward to.
We have a lot to look forward to.
Unfortunately, not the same things, but I mean, you're going to a PQ in Austria, not the next weekend, right? The weekend after that.
The weekend after is in 2 weekends.
Yeah.
So it's in Graz this year in Austria. And it happens that my better half is living there. So the venue where we play is like, I don't know, 5-minute walks from where she lives.
Oh, is it that close?
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, it's very
really
close.
Good.
And it's also that store where sometimes when I think I've said this before, but I actually said it when we were on the Nordic Takedown podcast. But we last time when the Secrets of Power came out, we went down there and we bought 12 boosters, and then we built 2. So we played a sealed, her and me against each other, and so when we played like 3 games, I was like, okay, so that's fun. It was fun, and she was like, no, we're not stopping now. so she saved the cards, and we'll play more. So maybe we will do a law also when I get down there, and so it's a nice store, but it will be fun to see how the events are down there, and if they are playing with German cards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of I kind of know German, but it's, So, but
That's
that
fun,
fun.
to go
Yeah.
do that. That's a great one.
But I'm totally in the
gonna
blind
be-
what
yeah.
the meta is down there. But I suspect it is kind of the same as it is everywhere. So
Probably a lot of Landos and
and
Obi-Wans.
which I don't like at all.
Seems like that's the
Yeah,
decks to beat right
Yeah.
now, at least.
that's super hard
Not
to play.
as many like Luke's and Boba.
As we thought.
But
Hmm.
could be, you never know, could be a lot of pilots over there.
I mean, they can have a completely different meta. Who knows? It's like,
Yeah, you never know.
but I'm bringing my Sabe data vault down there, and I'm tweaking it kind of now, and it's like I love playing that leader. It's a lot of fun. So I usually I want to play decks that are fun to play. I mean, I could play Obi-Wan or Orlando also, but it's I don't know. It's a little bit boring now when everyone plays it again. I'm so, but it will be fun. And then the week after that, you are going somewhere.
Yeah. No, that's
maybe
where
2
when
weeks.
the PQ in Malmö is after the week after
is-
your PQ. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the PQ is after the PQ. Okay.
I think that's it should be like the 17th
Oh yeah, that's true.
Sunday. Yeah. So you have two weekends in a row with
That's
the PQ.
true. No, it's
I hope you
actually
can make it.
there's a 1 week in between. So it's the 17th. So it's the second. It is in Austria.
Oh yeah, okay.
The
So
2nd of
you're
May.
going the second, and then it's
And then the 17th
1 week
in
in between.
Malmö,
Yeah,
true.
that's good. So you get some time off.
Get 1 week off.
Yeah.
That's good.
So yeah, but I mean, so we're both playing in. Of course, we have to go
Yeah.
to the PQ. It's
Our
the first
local
PQ we're getting in Malmö. We haven't had a PQ here before, so that's great.
Yeah.
Hopefully, a lot of people will be attending.
Yeah. Again, it's very easy to get to Malmö, so hopefully they do that. And I also hope we get some people from Poland and so on, because we got that from Malmö Game Week last year. From Poland,
Yeah, that could be.
Northern Germany, from Denmark, of course, and then from Sweden and Norway. So I hopefully we get some
Norway.
of these people also.
Maybe some Finns.
Maybe some Finns.
You
Who
never know.
knows? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
And and then like that's on the Sunday, on the 17th, and then on a Thursday we
like
travel to
4 days later.
or not we, I and a few other guys from our locals, or like we travel to Prague for the regional qualifier.
Yes.
So that's gonna be amazing.
Yes.
I absolutely love going to these events. And this time, last time we were at a sector. That's fun, super fun as well.
Yep.
But I really like how they do with the regionals, that you play limited on Friday.
Yeah.
And of course you can move on to the day 2 of limited if you want, or if you want, if you make it, if you want to, if you're good enough. And if you don't, or if you don't want to play day 2, even if you make it, you can play Premier on Saturday, like the Premier tournament. So it's gonna be, it's so fun to have 2 different types of formats to play there. Yeah, it's gonna be really nice.
Yeah. I was about to come, but it took a little bit too long for them to come out with information and so on.
Yeah.
And then it was like I couldn't do it. Partly time wise, but also money wise. It's like it's kind of expensive to go to those places. So,
and I mean, it was unfortunate that they didn't announce venue and ticket sales. I really don't understand why they do it like they did. It's
very
so
weird.
It's very weird. Like it's this is I mean,
also
I went to the little qualifier where it was Fanfinity who arranged the whole thing, and that went extremely smoothly. I didn't have much to complain at all about that event. It was a great event. So it's a company that this is what they do, and like they go out and say that they will announce when the tickets will go on sale, and then just a few days later the tickets are for sale without
any notice.
yeah, it's so strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also that they're so late, because there are also other tournaments there. I think there's a Magic tournament and a Lorcana tournament or something like that. So I mean, and they're pretty big. So it's about like getting hotels and Airbnbs and stuff like that. So it's a little bit weird that they that late.
I'm quite certain it's going to be held at a big like convention center that has a quite big hotel, like in the same building or something like that. And I'm fairly sure that when the tickets went on sale for Star Wars, all of the hotel rooms were already booked by like the other like Magic players or so that's very unfortunately why not just
release it,
announce and of course maybe there were problems that it wasn't set in stone where it was going to be. Maybe they didn't get like the final details, but as I say in everything, like communication is
everything.
We're like reasonable people. If they would have like a month ago just came out and said, we know that this is unfortunate that we can't like give you the dates or the date we had, but if we can give you the like tickets or like when the exact location, because we are having some problems with it. As soon as we know, we'll get you more info. Just tell us like what's going on,
so we know what's happening.
I mean there is no reason at all to keep this quiet. It's just, in my mind, it's actually just stupid.
It's very weird. It's so hopefully they get better at that, and hopefully the now when it is hopefully it is a good event, well managed, and you have a lot of fun there for sure.
If anyone at Fanfinity listens to this, you gotta shape up and do it right the next time. I mean the event I went to, like the Lille event, was great. It was no problems when we were there. So I don't see why you can't like make this part of the event work as well. So hopefully it'll get better.
But I think you will have a lot of fun there, or you will probably drink a beer or two, and
I mean, in Prague, I would hope so. I mean, I did visit Prague last year with my wife. So it's an amazing city. So it's gonna be a great weekend. I hope.
I bet it will. For sure. Yeah, so that's fun. So we have a lot of I have one PQ. We have both the PQ in Malmö, and then you have the regionals coming up.
It's a lot of Star Wars Unlimited for us.
It is, and
good times. Good times.
And I've been thinking a little bit about going to Denmark also, because it is, but I don't think I will, because it's way out. Is this cast again, where it's like take 1 million years to go there, but. I don't know. But
that's so weird why they put them so far away from everything. But that's how it is. And that's another thing. I really think they should give like Sweden 2 PQs each set. I really don't understand why we don't get that.
No.
I mean, of course, we're not the biggest country, and we don't have the like a lot super many players who travel, but we would have no problems thinking we could like do a PQ in Stockholm, a PQ in Malmö, and both events have like 40-50 people at least. So that's something for Asmodee or Fantasy Flight, whoever calls the shots, to actually give us more PQs. I think that's good for the game. So I don't see why not.
I mean, France have 14. And I mean,
they are a
bigger country, of course, but 14 and we get 1.
Yeah,
we have 4 in the whole in 4 countries. Actually, it's a little bit. And also, if you think about Sweden, if you take the very southern point of Sweden and the very north point of Sweden, and then you swing the northern point downwards, you end up in Rome. So we are a very long country, very big country in geographically. And I, as you said, I think that also, I think we easily would have filled up 50 people on the PQs if we had to, like one in Stockholm and one in Malmo or something like that, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah. Well, now we get one in Malmo at least, and I'm happy for that.
Yeah, we're super happy about that.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get a lot of players. Yep.
Hopefully.
Okay, maybe we should start wrapping
up a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about if we wanted to think a little bit about what we think about the
meta and
the new set. What do we like? Because there's been a rotation, a new meta have been formed. We have a lot of new cards. We have this multicolor aspects, but maybe that is something for the next.
I think episode. We could probably talk about that. Maybe
I think so, because then we have also seen the meta live, because now we mostly see it on streams and stuff. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But
I think so.
It's fun times at least.
Yeah, so, I've been having a blast with my Vader, and I've played a lot of Vader and Client, and I've tried out a few other leaders as well.
Yeah.
So
I also tried out. I tried out the OB deck, and I played the Lando. I tried Vel, and now I'm back to Sabe again. My beloved Rey, of course. So I've also tried around a little bit. Hera was fun too. I tried her a little bit. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, so it's a cool set. And also we have a lot to look forward to, and we have done a lot. So this was more of a catch up and plans episode for catching up a little bit. And hopefully we can be back again in the next episode, not jumping them, so life can be a little bit kinder to us, hopefully. Yeah.
Okay, so don't forget, we have a Discord you can join, and there's a link in the description. We have our episodes on YouTube. You can check us out there. You can find both me and Marcus on the Swedish and international Discord as Dragonfly and Following. And as always, thank you a lot for listening. It's great to talk Star Wars with you, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.